What's up guys, it's your boy Eugene, and today we're going to be talking about how to shoot cosplay photography at a convention. Let's go. What's up guys? So comic book conventions, they are very crowded, and shooting cosplay photography out in the middle of the floor can be a pain in the... But no worry, I'm here with 10 tips on how to shoot better cosplay portraits at a convention. Let's dive into number one. Tip number one, always ask. You never want to assume that a cosplayer wants their picture taken just because they are dressed up. It's always good to ask because that is the most respectful thing to do. Always ask, because then you have their attention and they can pose for shots and you can get better quality portraits. Tip number two, recommended camera I recommend is any kind of DSLR, but as far as lens, I recommend something wide, like a 24mm or a 35mm with a smaller aperture, like a f1.8, which is usually the more budget friendly. So what an f1.8 lens is going to allow you to do is to really blow out that background, make it super creamy bokeh, I think is what they call it. That was my Japanese impression of trying to say a Japanese word. I'm sorry. Tip number three, use flash. Convention center lighting is some of the worst lighting you will ever see. Old tungsten lights, and they don't make skin tones too flattering. So try to use flash. Most cameras are gonna come with a flash right above the hot shoe. So if you don't have any other flash, use that. Which leads me into tip number four, get the flash off the camera. This here is a sun pack flash. I bought this at Walmart, but put it on a monopod, and then getting a flash trigger to put on your hot shoe allows you to fire it wirelessly, so you're able to get more dynamic floor portraits, which is pretty cool. Like I mentioned before, cons are very crowded places. Getting a small aperture lens and using a flash leads me to tip number five, use HighSpeed Sync. What HighSpeed Sync does is allows you to exceed your camera's limit as far as the flash sync speed. Most cameras are going to be like 1/200th or 1/250th, even some go up to 1/320th on your shutter speed. Using HighSpeed Sync allows you to go higher than that. Raising your shutter speed is going to darken the background, which is going to put more focus on your cosplay subject. Tip number six, don't be afraid to change the angle. Most cosplay photographers or people walking around the cosplay floor with a camera, because not everyone's a photographer, I don't think, they're going to be shooting from eye level. But change it up, you know, shoot high, shoot low. It gives more depth and dynamics to your shooting. Tip number seven, be able to help with posing. I mean, a lot of cosplayers starting out, they may not know what the best poses are. Be able to offer assistance with posing. It makes for, of course, better shots. Like all these tips make for better shots, which leads me to tip number, what number I'm on? 8? I can't count to 10 today. Do not touch them. Do not touch. Don't touch. No. Especially without their consent. You will go to jail if you do that. And that's just being like, taking it to the extreme. You will go to jail if you touch without your consent. That's harassment. But if you need to, always ask first. That leads me up to tip number one again. Ask before you do it. Because a lot of people don't want to be touched. I don't want to be touched. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Tip number 9, you want to be quick. Many of these cosplayers are getting stopped 70 to 80 times a day for people to take photos with not only with their cameras, but with their smartphones, with their GoPros. You know, you want to be able to get in, get out real quick, boom, bam, bip, gone. Because I know they're at the convention not only to show off their cosplay, but maybe they want to go out and see panels and buy stuff, and you always got to remember that you are on their time as well. So be quick, get your shot, go on to the next. Tip number 10, have fun. These conventions are places where you can actually meet, you know, some of the creators behind a lot of the comic books you like to read, or some of the animes and shows that you like to watch. You get to see people dressed up as your favorite characters, and, you know, take that in, have fun, you know, be positive, be nice to people, and, you know, have a blast. With that said, links for any equipment that I recommend in this video will be down below in the Amazon store. And of course, if you liked what you saw today, please subscribe also down below to the channel. My name is Malcolm Eugene. That's a wrap.